afflictions, come with your stronghold. Even if I tread to the deepest valley, I know you'll be there to walk me through it. So I'll trust you and not my petty heart, because now I know you like I've never before. So this poetry really relates to my life and my walk with God. So I would just like to share a very small testimony through this poetry, why it relates to my life. As a young girl, I've been afflicted with an autoimmune disease, a disease that is not curable. I'm sure you notice it on the left side of my face. So when I went to America to the doctor to find out what caused this, the doctor said, this disease is an autoimmune disease that afflicts 1 in a million. And it inflicts 2 parts of your body. It's the outer muscles or the inner muscle. And he said when it attacks the inner muscles, it's the heart and the kidney. And your longevity is only for 2 years. But you're so lucky that it affected your left jaw. And your disease is now in dormant. As a young girl, even as a married woman, the face is what every woman is so concerned about, even a slight pigmentation. But when I came to realize that I'm so lucky that it didn't attack, the virus didn't attack my heart, neither my kidney, I said, praise the Lord. Now, whenever people ask me now why I share with you the trials of my life, I say, wow. When people ask me, I say, that's my beauty mark. This affliction has taught me that beauty is not outward. Beauty is inward. Now, how do I cultivate the beauty inside me? Became my journey. When I cultivate the beauty inside me with the grace of God, that is written in Galatians 5:22. The fruits of the Spirit, then the beauty as people get to know me, can see the beauty of Christ in my life. That is what I have learned. And again in my Christian walk, after I got married to my husband, it was a tough journey marrying to a missionary. Being a missionary's wife is not an easy journey. You have to carry people's burden, not only your family's burden. That is the time when I questioned, I even questioned, I said, why God? The church became the most painful place. It was easier for me to go around people who drink, who smoke, to be in the company. I don't drink, I don't smoke, but I find people there to be more kind, to be more welcoming, to be more understanding. Whereas in my Christian walk, I find people to be so self-righteous and judgmental. Then what did I learn? That through the trial, I learned that I am the temple of God. I should not be looking at people. I should not be looking at the church to walk, to have my faith planted, to have my Christian walk. It has become important. I learned to walk with God. Then the final straw of our lives, the trials came when my husband was in coma in the United States for a month. The doctor said that he's going to die. 1 week I cried to the Lord. But after 1 week I realized he's not my husband, neither he's the father of my children. I hold my husband's hand and I say, Lord, he's not my husband, he's your son. Neither is the father of my children, he's your child. Today I release him to you. Let your will be done. After 1 week, when the doctor said, they have already prepared for me, and the church has already prepared for the place for his burial. And after 1 week, while I was sitting in the lounge, the doctor came and told me, your husband is breathing on its own. The day I released my husband, not asking for his healing, not asking, Lord, that he's the father of my children, my husband, but he's your child. And the day I released him to the Lord, the will of the Lord was done. But that sickness totally stripped us of our financial situation. But what I've learned from this walk with God is that the Lord provides. And your poetry really resonated in my life. The Lord provides, and our hospital bills came to near one machine on his body was costing us $1,500 per day, and he had 6 machines all over his body. One day the hospital authorities came and asked me, "Is your husband a missionary?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Our hospital gives 10% of our service for missionaries. You will not be allowed to pay even $1." After we came back to Nagaland, we were prepared that one of his organs will be affected, and that was his kidney. He had to go for kidney transplant. The walk was not easy, but today he's alive and he's walking with the Lord. As I read this poetry, I realize all your certification, all your qualification in this world. I have earned my degree. I did my master's in history. I did my professional tourism and travel management from Stanford University. I did my 3 years hotel management from Kolkata. What did those certificates and degree allow me to learn? I should say just 1%. But the trials of life and the pains of life has given me more understanding, more knowledge in my walk with God. I see the world with a different perspective. So I want to conclude by saying that you'll be there to walk with me through it. So I'll trust you and my petty heart, because now I know you like I've never known before. I've known the Lord, and I began to know the Lord. And I will continue to know the Lord in my walk with Him through the trials. Many people count their blessings with the wealth they have, the good health they have, and other worldly things. But for me, I tell people, the greatest blessing in my life is the trials that I have faced. Because those trials have made me a stronger person to understand life better through Christ. And Neiko, I want to thank you for this beautiful poetry that has enlightened me more in my walk with God. Thank you very much.